there, it's Melissa, and I am with Cinch Socials today teaching you how to use Trello boards for your direct sales business. So I've created a mock account so that I can show you exactly how I use it in my direct sales. The best thing that I use it for, well, there's quite a few actually, but I use it for hostess coaching and I absolutely love it. So each month has its own board for my hostesses. I love having the hostess information all in one spot. So I can add catalog, home, fundraiser, hostess of the month, and this is trash. So it's easy to add individual boards inside here. So you would just click on that and hit catalog to add a new board, and you click on these three little dots and archive that if you don't want that board. So here you go. Dana needs a bag. Let's talk about Janie's got a purse. So this is what I put in the hostess information. Every one of them has to have their street address, their mailing address, their email, and their phone number, and when their party starts. And that is all the information that I need to make sure that I can keep in contact at any time. And here I have actually created a hostess coaching checklist. So I love checklists to be able to put in whatever I want in order to do that. And it's really easy to create a checklist. Let's see, we're just gonna play with it and show you how to make a checklist. So if you have a board and a tab on it, you can click checklist. You're going to title your checklist whatever you want. Hostess Coaching 1. Okay, now here's your checklist, and you can add what you want. So mailed packet, set up Facebook party, she invited guests. Always got to make sure she invited her guests. And then hostess coaching number 1, hostess coaching number 2, and then sent thank you party, or thank you notes. Okay, so that's just an example, a quick example of what you can do to create a checklist, and then you can go in when you're have a minute to work on hostess coaching and go down your checklist. But the great thing about that is once you set it up, you actually don't have to recreate that. So Sally booked a party, and I made her a board, and I can go in here and click on checklist, and then hit copy items from hostess coaching, add, and there's my checklist. So you can actually make a checklist for all kinds of things that you have to do, and it's really easy to add them to different boards. Now, let's say January's done. I like to track my fiscal year hostesses. So I want to keep track of all of my 2017 hostesses, all of my 2016 hostesses. I have hostesses all the way back to 2014 in boards, because it's really easy to do a booking blitz, or if I have a few minutes and I'm waiting in a doctor's office or something, I can actually just go through and make some touch points with some past hostesses. So this you can set up as January, February, March. You can list all of your boards for your months. And then when January is done, I will come over here to January and I will click on this, and Dana needs a bag. We're going to move her to 2017 hostesses, and we're going to put her in the January folder. So easy. And then once you do all of this, you can take all of your hostesses and move them to 2017 hostesses January folder. And then once you move all of these guys, I'm going to move her to 2017 hostesses in January. One more. 2017, January. Okay, so once all of these are done, then you can go ahead and close the board. Very cool. So now you still have all of your 2017 January Hostess information right here because you moved all the boards. How wonderful is that? Okay, so let's go back over here. I also like to track my fiscal year for my personal business. So I will track my sales, my parties, my recruiting, and my team sales. And then at the end, I'll put a total, and I'll keep track for myself right there. So this is just an easy way to look at how I'm doing when it comes to all of my stuff, and I'll put January through December here. So like I said, it's really easy to add those boards, and when you want to come back and edit, you just click on them and you can edit and you can do whatever you want. You can actually add attachments, you can add graphics. That's really good. Now, if you have an assistant, it's really cool because my 2017 hostesses, let's say I need to add my assistant. So I'm going to add, all I'm going to do is type in her name. Now she has to have an account. But I'm going to go over here and type in my assistant and add her to the board, and now she has access to my board. Now over here you can actually change the color of your boards. You can do whatever you want on that. Let's go back over here. Okay. So the other thing that you can do is track your social media. So on a monthly basis, if you're on social media, you should be tracking your numbers and where you're at, because you always want to be increasing your reach. So I have Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, my business page, and my customer group. So you're going to add all 12 months. And then you're going to track each month and make sure that your numbers are going up. If one is lacking, maybe you need to spend a little bit more time on, boosting what you're doing in there. Maybe an extra 10 minutes to work on Pinterest if my Pinterest numbers aren't going up. We always want to be increasing those numbers and aware of what those numbers are, or we're kind of wasting our time. So that is what you can do with your social media. And then one other thing that I track is potential recruits. I have all of my potential recruits and where they contacted me and what their name is. So I will have Sally Mae contacted me on Facebook on 12/15. Now, when I have a minute and I'm working on potential recruits, I'll come over here and I'll say emailed on January 3rd, new kit info. Okay, so, and then hit send. And now you have a record of the last time that you contacted her. So you can keep these forever, and you will have a huge list of potential recruits that you can go back through, track. It's really easy to make notes. Again, you can do that in a car because Trello has an app, so it makes it really great for your business. Oh, recruits. Okay, so the last thing that I do is I track my fiscal year recruits. With our company, we actually have to get them qualified, which means they have to sell $1,000. So if there's a certain point that your consultants have to get to for them to make a difference on your end, that's where you can track it here. So I want to track them for the fiscal year, and I can put them all in here. I can add, she has 870 in sales, so she's only 230 away, so I know, and I can send her a message, and I'm checking on them every month. Not only that, but I can go back in, say, February, because I have all my boards set up. So January, it's time to maybe go back and just contact everyone that that signed up in June. It's a good way to kind of prioritize and organize who you're going to contact today. So I'm going to go in and contact my July list. So it's just an easy way to help you with your business. But there's all kinds of things that you can do in Trello and make it a lot of fun and make it an organizing playground for you.